Welcome everyone. It is the eve, we should say, because it's not quite the full moon. It will be tomorrow. I'm just doing this reading a little early today because tomorrow night I have the pleasure of doing a sound circle, a sound bath tomorrow evening with my circle, 369 sound circle. So I will not be available. So I wanted to still go over what insight we can do and utilize during this full moon in Taurus, which is my sign. I'm a Taurus. Go Bulls. It is also a beaver full moon. It's also known as a beaver moon. And we are in the month of Scorpio, but Taurus is the polar opposite. So we now are going into this 28-day cycle with the attributes of Taurus. So whether you are not a Taurus, this is a collective reading as it says in the description. So it's going to give you that energy and how you can utilize it. I will go over some of the very known traits of Taurus, but before we go into talking about me, my name is Fedra and welcome to the channel. If you're part of my moon tribe and moon family, welcome back. Always doing these collective readings every new moon and full moon. Today is the full moon. I have pinned at the top my Venmo if you'd like to donate to the channel. Really helps me keep going. I appreciate anything that you can give. It really helps me move forward. If you can't afford it right now, I get it. It is a little tight in this economy, so please like, subscribe, share this video to those you feel that could utilize this insight today and moving forward throughout the month. So in the full moon in Taurus, I used a favorite woman who makes these beautiful memes online. I can't even tell you how many years I've shared her creation, and you can follow her. It is Inked, I-N-K-E-D, Inked Goddess Creations. And in her meme, she specified very certain things that we can all utilize during this full moon. Hey Kay, oh thank you, me too. I hope you have a great day too. So it says to focus on personal values. So think into that, hone into those values that are coming up during this moon cycle. It says to do your shadow work. Really see those parts of yourself that really need to change. Take a break. I think we all can utilize that. Make meaningful connections. Reflect on your progress. Pat yourself on the back. Tap into your deepest desires and embrace grounded sensuality. So when we think about Taurus, what do you think about? Let me know in the comments, when you think of a Taurus man or woman, what stands out to you? I'm gonna name out some keywords to think about. And this is what I would recommend throughout this full moon. Number one is to be cautious. Through November 9th through the 29th is Mercury in retrograde. Aw, well, thank you. Well, being cautious during Mercury retrograde is really about being observant and definitely not a time to do contracts or to sign anything. This is a time to really be aware, take your time, so be cautious of things. Be cautious when you're crossing the street. There's a lot of accidents during Mercury retrograde, unfortunately. Be cautious of what you say. Sometimes there's going to be things that you are verbalizing and the other person is just not going to get it, so there's a lot of arguments and misunderstandings happening in retrograde. So being patient, Tauruses are known for being patient. I know sometimes people don't think so, but it takes a long time to get to a Taurus, male or female. So remember to breathe this month and give yourself that pause before you go on the attack, before you lash out, before things get a little too weary. Give yourself that grace, give that person that grace. We have no idea what people are going through, and if you've been looking at the news, I don't recommend it, or just out in your day to day, you know that people are going through things. Being practical. Tauruses are known for being practical. And while being practical, there is a sense of you taking your time with things and coming from a grounded foundation. Really making a plan, a very pragmatic plan. And I know that may be boring to some, but this is the energy that we can work with right now for this final, steps toward this year. And what a year it has been. Tauruses are very driven, very motivated. We tend to just charge into it no matter what it is. And this is where now is the time to really evoke this passion of yours. See what drives you, what gets you up every single day and saying, I'm going to do it anyway, regardless of what people think, regardless of what people are saying in the chat, regardless that they judge me, and Jesus has said not to judge unto the other as thou will be judged. Praise Jesus. Remember why you are here. You are here to learn and to love. This is a time of very much self-care. Because of the supermoon tomorrow, it's going to be the brightest and the most intense out of the 3 moons. We had a supermoon last month, we're having one now, and we're having one in December. So anything that you can do, thank you, Kay, about my voice. Anything that you can do to take care of yourself, your hair, your sleep, your body, your diet, all of these things, to take it a little bit slower than usual, I promise you, it's going to be worth it, taking that extra time. And, Tauruses are known to be lazy. People think they're lazy, but it's just that at some point they have to block out time where they do absolutely nothing to recharge, and then they will be the hardest worker you've ever seen. They are driven, and they love a good work ethic. So it is that kind of play hard, work hard attitude. So this is something that we can really do. My motto right now for November is say no. That's been circling around a lot, so it's say no November. So yeah, if there's something where it doesn't resonate with you inside, don't be timid. Tell that person no. It's a full sentence. You're not going to do that overtime. No. You need your family, you need your time to yourself. If you see that very tempting donut, but you've got goals like I do about chiseled abs, say no. Yeah. If you're binge watching and you gotta go to sleep, y'all, I'm not judging. Just say no. I gotta do it. Tauruses are generous. Sometimes we're a little too generous, but now is the time to be generous, right? We're going into December. We're gonna still honor Thanksgiving. It ain't Christmas yet, but every day, every week, every month is a blessing. So I am a woman of prayer, so I will recommend that you sit with yourself and think of all the beautiful things you have right now and be in that gratitude, and then give from your capacity. That's true generosity. And then loyalty, really thinking of how to be loyal to yourself, to your values, to your beliefs. It's one thing to be loyal to your detriment. It's another thing to stand for your conviction. EQRC. I'm being blocked. Thank you. No, thank you. You know, being loyalty to yourself, being true to yourself, and that's going to upset a few people. Not many people will accept you as is, and you will still need to believe in the work that you do, believe in your voice. Even if you shake, even if you're nervous, you still speak up. That's all I'm going to say about that. So be loyal to you. I will be getting into the reading in just a second. I do want to go over some announcements because this month is a very busy month for me, and I am just really grateful that my gifts are being seen, that you all are liking and subscribing to the channel, that you all are sharing me, and I am growing and utilizing my gifts. A lot of you know that I am located in Florida, and at Kabbalah on Park, I'm doing in-person tarot readings there from noon to 4. Every Sunday I'm there, so you can always message me and then have a private consultation with me. If you happen to not be in Florida, the description has my email as well as my Instagram, so you can always set an appointment and we can do it virtually via Zoom or via phone. Now, I think that's like third week of November, we have our live stream of our Sound Healing Circle. That'll be on the 19th. It's here on the channel. It's free, except for donation, of course. We appreciate it. And we will have many practitioners doing sound healing together. We're doing it in gratitude for November, for Thanksgiving. That will be the theme. I hope you join us. I believe I set the live for 8:45 p.m. Eastern. So press the bell for all notifications. You'll be notified. So subscribe. And we're gonna have gongs and sound bowls and flutes and bells. And it's just a way for you to take water, meditate, and then relax and sit in that gratitude, sit in that music. So there are several of them that we've done in the past. So if you want to go back into my channel and listen to them, they're about an hour long. It's all for you. I will be doing the live stream of the new moon in Scorpio, and that'll be on the 20th. I'll be doing it a little bit early because on the 21st, on the actual new moon in Scorpio, I will be hosting my first sound bath at Sacred Space Tampa with Keith Colomb, and I'm very excited for that, and that will be from 7 to 11 p.m. Again, if you're local in Florida, please message me. Happy to send you that way. All right, those were the events. So let's dive into your reading. What energy can we utilize? I'm going to first go into the tarot. Actually, no, I wanted to do awareness first. We're going to first see what we're aware of. I saw this little deck and it has little exercises in them, and I absolutely love it. It really brings you into questioning, you know, what do you need to focus on? So what does the collective need to be aware of during this full moon? To where does my soul want to travel? When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? What am I most afraid of losing? And who can I serve today? Randy, oh thank you. I love your energy too. The Kay has been really responding in the chat, and I so appreciate you. Aw, 67. Okay, to where does my soul want to travel? When we travel, we grow, we open up our little worlds to more adventures, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and oneness. Our hearts and minds expand and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? Pick a location on your desired list. Choose a date when you will get there and start planning. Oh my God! Create a Pinterest board or start searching on travel sites for the best restaurants, anything that will create movement to let the universe know you are ready to make it happen. Believe you can. Okay, so I think my location is in Arizona, and my girlfriend went there. Two of my girlfriends went there, Mount Shasta, and they said it was a awakening moment, like the energy there. She even saw a mountain lion. I mean, I want to go there. I said that I was going there next year, and I guess I am. I guess I'm going next year. I have to find out Elizabeth's date because I want to go with her and, well, meet her there. Where would you want to travel? Let me know in the chat. I mean, I don't know if I can choose an actual date. I think we were saying February or March. But to be able to be there and meditate and be in that nature, I mean, Sedona has called me since two of my mentors, Karen and Elvira, they went last year and they talked about being in Sedona and how amazing it is. And it was quite a tease. It was quite a tease. Hey Mike, there's my moderator Mike. Audio's doing great. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Kay has been fantastic in the chat. I thank her. I am very, very grateful. Okay, next one. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Laughing. I guess it was the market on Halloween. I dressed up like Wonder Woman, and that was pretty cool. I was pretty proud of myself. I was showing off my guns, you know, that I'm like working on, and that felt really good. And yeah. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Which cheeks? Which cheeks? I'm just kidding, guys. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Yeah, I do snort sometimes when I laugh. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. You know, I'm really blessed that I have a great tribe of people. Like, I mean, other than like Mike, like my college buddy who's like the best, I do have like other people that like message me videos and little clips every day. And I gotta say, that's the fuel of life. So if you haven't done that, like share memes and share little videos to your friends in the chats to make yourself laugh, because that's better than a cup of coffee to me. I could be in the worst attitude possible, and then I'll get that, and I'll get a little smirk, and I'll be like, you know what? It's time to bed. Let's walk it off. Let's walk it off. Let's get up. Let's do something else. All right, so now we get serious now. What am I most afraid of losing? I have not, Kay. I have heard of it. K-pop Demon Hunters. This little girl, and I say little, I think she was like 8 years old. She was at the market with her parents, and she dressed up like one of them. And I've seen like little advertisements, but I haven't looked into it. My sister was so into K-pop, like when it started really coming out, like the music bands. But actually, I guess I could share. When I was in college, I did a songwriting class, and I actually constructed a K-pop like song. That was really difficult. Maybe I need to see it, I guess. What's it about? I have no idea what, I mean, they hunt demons. I mean, that's a good thing. What else? So what am I most afraid of losing? You know, I think, and I won't get too personal, but I think being around certain people, I lost myself for a while. I lost my sense of expression. I lost my voice for a while, and I'm never going to lose that again. I'll never allow anyone to do that to me again. As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? That's some big facts right there. Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Well, come on everybody, I will be the elephant in the room as tarot reader here. It's a fear of failure, right? Right? Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. So I'm gonna kibosh that real quick for everyone watching. If you don't give up, you're not failing. I've been doing tarot for over 20 years of my life. I'm never going to stop doing tarot. As much as people would want to judge me for it, I'm never going to stop. I absolutely love it. I absolutely giving clarity and insight. You know, Mike can definitely tell you I am a great coach. And I use this as part of giving you therapy and clarity. So I absolutely love doing this. So I'm not going to fail because it's always going to be a part of my life. Now, whether I do it part-time, full-time, once in a while, time is relative. It's about how much I enjoy giving that and presenting it and how I present it. So yeah, today's mantra: I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure, I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. So sure, we need to come into that grounding. You know, I think that coming into that grounding and finding that solution of what is it behind that fear that's stopping you. Because what's stopping you is the fear of losing something. But did you lose it? Who can I serve today? In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? That's right, Kay, you don't need to donate. Again, just like and subscribe is totally fine. And we do need to respect your mom's wishes, of course. But who needs you today? That's a great way of surpassing any form of fear, is who you can help, who can you assist. Sometimes it is assisting yourself. Sometimes it is putting yourself first in that self-care and making sure that your cup is full. But when you are of service and you're leading from your heart rather than your head, oh, I gotta make this money, oh, I got these bills, oh, I got this, I got this. When you hone into your heart, it's almost this gentle blanket over you of protection that you know it's going to happen how it should. Listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, I mean, yes, and I agree with that, Kay. God does need you. God needs all of us. And this is where, when we are of service in helping one another, I'm definitely an advocate of prayer. There is so many people right now that we can pray to, so many countries that need our assistance. Jamaica is the latest one in the news due to the hurricane. There's Gaza. There's so many places that you can put your focus and energy to in prayer, and your family and your community, and looking into how you can serve your community. I'm very much an advocate of that. It puts you back into purpose, not chasing any specific thing. Tauruses are known for their community because they are grounded in relationship building. They're there for people. That is one thing to challenge. Oh, for me to get 1 million subscribers? Oh, bless you, dear. I'm just trying to get to 10,000. But hey, I will take it. Maybe you're telling me I need to aim higher. Maybe I do need to say 1 million subscribers and just own up to it. Aw, look at you testing me now. Here we go. Fedra's getting 1 million subscribers. I can't imagine that. I like waking up and it's like ling, 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 ling. I mean, if other YouTubers can, why can't I, right? But this is about you. Okay, what does the collective need to know on this full moon in Taurus? I want a little sip of my coffee. Need a little substance. Ooh, heartache. Judgment. Okay. There's some burdens. Okay, 9 of Cups. Okay. Angels, huh? Okay. Do I really? I mean, whatever angels call to, okay. That is what I do. It's true. Never let my dreams down. It's possible. Hey, I have 160 subscribers. I'll tell you, I didn't believe I was going to have that many. You're right about that, Kay. I want a bit of clarification, though. So let's see. Clarify the Page of Coin. Okay. Some of you guys need to remember who you are. Typical. 7 of Swords. What's the Thief? What is the Thief? Releasing what doesn't serve you. Okay. I see you. King of Swords. Clarification on Swords. Ooh. Knight of Coin. Wow. Okay. Why this burden? What's this burden that they must overcome? Okay, I've had enough. Okay, let's see. Oh, that is a photograph, Kay. That is a photograph of the Spanish cathedral in Spain. A friend of mine actually took it while he was visiting. Meow meow. I almost can hear the cat. Meow meow. Okay, so if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. I'm now going to dive into the reading. Whew. Okay, got a lot to clarify here. Some of you went through some heartache. Some of you went through heartache, loss. You're in grieving stages. Not necessarily even heartache in relationships. It just may be this sense of heavy pain inside. Three of Swords. And what is covering you is the Ace of Coin. Ace of Coin is always on new beginnings in the monetary way. Building from a sense from the beginning. So healing that wound. Restarting on a new playing field. You know, Six of Coin was the most recent past here. So there's definitely dealings with different people, different discussions on income, the value of things, documents, bartering, negotiating. That's in the most recent past. So it's understanding that there's a new format in place. What was most recent and that you buried and you've completed is Seven of Swords. This feeling of thief, betrayal. You know, when you watch Game of Thrones, Sam is stealing from his own home, and this card was in the previous moon cycle. So this is definitely something that shifted. It shifted to what has now been done. And Sam had to steal this sword from his own family who had condemned him, had written him off, betrayed him. And what's interesting is the final outcome is Sam is happy in the Nine of Cups. He's actually where he's supposed to be. I'll get into that in a little bit. But for clarity's sake, it's release. When I called for angels to clarify this part of the thief, it's to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. Maybe there were different projects, business dealings, or a certain job where you felt like no bullshit, like it was soul sucking you, like it was just breaking your heart every second to get up and go do it. You're just like, this ain't me, this ain't what I stand for, this is what I don't want to tolerate, and yet what are you doing it? You're doing it for the coin, you're doing it for the prospect of something were to happen or come into fruition, and then what? Nothing. It's a lie. And you've got to release that, you know? You can't hold on to that. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, go on and move on to the next just like that. But it's recouping, you know? Page of Coin is, again, immaturity. So it's it's starting again, but it's starting from wisdom though, because we see that Tristan is taking it. Tristan is a smart man. He's been around the block, and you know, knowing how to hustle, but knowing how to hustle in the right way, especially for his own survival. You know, if it wasn't for his wits, come on, if you guys are Game of Thrones fans, please hit me up in the chat. Don't make me feel so alone, like I'm the only nerd here. You know, Tristan, you know, really was, I mean, if he didn't have his wits, and if he didn't have the money from his family, and he didn't have the reputation, he would have been dead a long time ago. He lived quite a bit from using his brain and understanding how people work, understanding how people think, and utilizing it. But if you really look at the show, he didn't really harm anyone. But he learned from how his family hurt people. And it's reminding you that in the near future, it is safe for you to be powerful and to activate your spiritual power as a light worker. And it's going to bring you very beautiful blessings if in service. So it's just about switching gears, definitely. Some of you in the near future will go into hermit mode. This was also in the last moon cycle. And I absolutely agree. This is where we need to hone in and gather our energy, like I said, self-care, and study and learn new skills, brush up on your reading. When was the last time you guys read a book? Or an ebook? Or an audio book? If you can't read it, you can sit down. Don't come at me. But, you know, really take that in. Also start journaling. Start journaling your ideas, journaling your thoughts, writing it down on a pen and a paper. Get off that phone, get off that laptop, go into the tried and true tangible things, the ASMR sound of beautiful paper. I mean, I'm trying to be entertaining, but I'm serious. Like, there is something about taking your hand, you know, they say the pen is mightier than the sword for a reason. So utilize that. Because you all are having crazy ass dreams. I know you are. I know you all are. I don't even want to talk about October. See how I haven't talked about October at all? I'm not going to talk about October. For me, it was, and those dreams were interesting. So, you can find insights in that. Also, the third eye raven. I don't know about you guys, but I keep seeing crows everywhere. Keith, that I'm doing sound circles with, he's seeing hawks. You know, maybe there's something to it. Maybe you guys are seeing birds. If you are, let me know. Your birthday's November 8th, Kate. Oh, happy early birthday. It's coming up. It's coming up. Scorpio season. Scorpios get a bad rap, and they're not bad. Love Scorpios. They're my polar opposite. They get me in very many different ways, and then sometimes they don't get me at all. I still love them. King of Swords. This is how you all see it. How you see what? How you see you need to be right now. And I wouldn't recommend it. He's kind of serious, right? When you look at him, when was the last time you had a good laugh? You know, that's pretty much what was in the self-awareness. Like, he's pretty serious, you know, with that knife. Like, he's just ready to murder and cut, you know, and everything. See his, like, area? It's all dark and cold and dead like the winter. Okay, I mean, winter is coming, not really so much in Florida, but you know, other places it is. Maybe you don't like the cold. I don't know, I'm weird. If you haven't noticed already, I'm an odd bird. There's this homesickness that I get, and I have to go home in Chicago. And when I get to Chicago, it's like I switch miraculously. It's magic. It's my magic. I don't know. I get in there. I move differently. I love the smack of the wind of 20 miles per hour winds with the hail and the snow piling up, and I gotta dig out, you know, the car, or I gotta dig out my mother's entryway. I love you, Mom. And then I get sick of it to a certain point when I'm visiting, and I gotta come back to Florida and enjoy the heat. So, yeah. Sorry I went on that tangent. So maybe that's where you guys are, like, like maybe you're so like sick of this feeling of being so serious all the time, or it's been, maybe you've just been in that kind of ruminating mood of just like, ugh, everything sucks, you know, with this heartache or this pain, and you're just uncomfortable, right? You're uncomfortable, where that's what the universe does. The universe is going to make you so uncomfortable that you are going to have to move, you know, like you are going to have to change. And I asked for clarity about the King of Swords, and it showed mediumship. So some of you actually have the natural ability to connect with your loved ones, to connect with your ancestors. Okay, I don't have a husband yet. Might be in the market for one. What are you selling? And I'm not saying, you know, in mediumship in this way. Yeah, yet is the magic answer, yes. Mediumship is a very beautiful and devoted part. I don't necessarily communicate, you know, with the dead in that way. I just pray for, you know, my departed loved ones that have passed on. I will light a candle for them. But yeah, some of you are very gifted in mediumship of some kind, and that can open the door from you feeling so disconnected and cold and lonely. I think you all are just too much in your brain. I said it. I think you're too logical, because what's coming before I start talking about it is all the arts, all of your expression. And I get it. You know, people aren't expressing themselves because they're afraid. They're, you know, or they're afraid of the failure. They're afraid of so much work and all this. And it's like, it's so worth it. I don't care how much work it takes for this channel that you're on with me. And please like and subscribe to it if you're enjoying it. I just love doing it. So I'm just going to keep going. So Knight of Coin. Knight of Coin is some of the obstacles here, and some of what people see in this energy here is that you are a person that is building momentum. It's not a lot. It's one coin, one little coin here, but you're building. You're on the horse. You've found a direction, right? You've got the armor, you know. But now you just gotta move forward, right? You gotta do something. You gotta take action. So when I asked for clarity about the Knight of Coin, what do you think came? Workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. Okay, Trina, it's by donation, so whatever you'd like to give for the collective reading, and I hope you've been enjoying it. Workshops and seminars. So you all are here to teach, public speak, tell stories, to share where you've been, what you've been through, what you've felt, and talk from that experience, what you learned. You know, there's so many people that have went through heartache and they told that story, you know, of divorce or separation and how it led to something else, like finding themselves. I mean, there's so many stories out there, right? I mean, look at Adele. I mean, you know, I love music. Adele wrote her best album after heartache. Taylor Swift literally has made a business model over it. Maybe they're not the greatest people that I should be referring to, but I'm just saying. What about William Hoff? William Hoff did breath work and taught breath work and made a channel, all because his late wife passed away and he had to take care of his children. You sent me $1 million, you donated $1 million. It's really not about the money. It's being of service. We need each other right now on this earth, and we need to utilize our gifts in sharing what we stand for, and what we need is really being there for one another. Now, overcoming the obstacles is 10 of Spears. So there is going to be some burdens. There's going to be some things that you're going to have to decide what to put down and what to take with you. And that's not going to be easy, but you cannot carry everything there. It's not going to happen. And you know, the overextension of yourself does nothing for no one. As I said, self-care is truly important. So this part is preventative by honing in on your gift. Because when I asked for clarity, it said, express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. So that's why I had my little chuckle, because as you know, I also do music. And I've gotten into dancing like a year ago now, maybe less. And I used to not be very comfortable with my body at all. And I used to only dance with my family. And now I've done ecstatic dance and stretches and movements. And when I go to the drum circle on Sundays, I dance like nobody's there. So I've come a long way with that. And I'm just giving you that as an example that that's where you can just get your worries out and your fears out and regulate, you know, your emotions to reset instead of constantly carrying it all the time with you. Like, do this whole like feeling of there's so much that I have to do. There's so much that I have to accomplish. Like, no, look Look at what you get to do. Why don't you celebrate the wins that you have? Stop making them so small. Because then you're constantly never satisfied. You're constantly in this like self-proclaiming pain of, well, I didn't get this, or I didn't get this merit, or I didn't get this rate, or I didn't get this recognition, I didn't get this deal. It's all in the sense of lack. But when you can hone in onto the now of what you have before you in that state of gratitude, again, evoking the inner child, playing, being and resetting that light within you. There's nothing on this earth that's going to regenerate that life except you. Sure, the environment can help. Sure, finding more positive people. But the common denominator is you. People are attracted to that magnet that is you. And again, all of this is to hone in on this energy for this month of your accomplishments, and just knowing that you are going to be accomplished once you make the commitment to yourself to reset, to put this pain aside. Honor it, but put it aside. And really release that. Release even the feeling that you were a thief to yourself. I stole this time. I stole this person from myself. I stole this money. I stole whatever you think. It's done. Like, you gotta let it go. It will make yourself sick. Because in the future, when you isolate and regenerate, you start anew with your gifts. You reclaim your sovereignty and your light. You pray or do whichever spiritual practice. You start looking into classes and things that you can lead from your own capacity. And you create with your inner child. You're going to have the 9 of Cups. Okay, that's so funny. These are my cards. Everything has germs. We're airborne. You're funny. 9 of Cups is satisfaction. It is satisfaction relieved from earning the position. It is feeling accomplished by all your trials and tribulations. So you earned this. You decided to put aside what no longer serves you. You cut out all the bullshit. And you decided to celebrate your life rather than constantly thinking of a loss. Got almost 5 minutes, so I'd like to do the Moonology real quick. CD a little bit. I like to make sure all the cards are upright before I put them back. Okay. So for the Moonology, last two cards. Yeah. The moon's reflection. Act and accept responsibility. As you move along the spiritual path, it becomes more and more important to accept responsibility for your own actions. The situation you find yourself in now is a reflection of either your current beliefs or your past behaviors. This card isn't meant to make you feel discouraged or guilty. Rather, it's meant to encourage you to ask, why did I create this situation? What about this situation is helping me? Once you find the courage to answer these questions, you'll start to see that you have more power than you ever knew. We're all creating our lives 24/7. And while you may not like the idea that everything happens for a reason, it really is possible to find a reason for nearly everything that happens. Try to see your current dilemma with that perspective. It'll show you why it's happening for you. If someone is bothering you now, realize that they're a mirror for you. Realize that your inner life is reflected in your outer life, and you're on the way to self-mastery. The additional meanings are, life is mysterious. It's time to reflect and take responsibility for your situation. See yourself in someone else. Solutions are nearby. This card is quite confronting because it asks you to realize that what's going on inside you is reflected on what is happening and what is going on outside of you. Synchronicity. Someone is flowing in the right direction for you when this card comes up. Everything is either already falling into place or will do so very soon. Even if you fervently believe that you create your own reality, as I do, there are times when events have an almost destined feel, and this is one of those times. You could perhaps attribute it to life unfolding and revealing the lessons to our souls need to learn in this lifetime. There is synchronicity at work. You're exactly where you're meant to be, learning the lessons you need to learn. Everything is lining up as it needs to. So trust the process as much as you can and stay optimistic for your desired outcome. Whatever the situation you're asking about, know that it is not a random development in your life, but a step along your path and meant to teach you. The sooner you pay attention to the lessons, the sooner you'll be able to navigate your way to where you want to go. Divine timing is unfolding. Events now have a purpose. You're in the right place at the right time. Everything happens for a reason, or is there a reason why everything happens? The moon knows exactly where she should be at any one time. So do you. Yep. Strength. This card calls for you to draw upon your inner resources. It's time for you to step into your power. If someone or something has been making you feel less than, consider the possibility that this is actually a soul challenge to you from the universe, designed to urge you to believe in yourself more. It's your time to shine. You have everything you need to achieve your goals. I'm going to say that again. You have everything you need to achieve your goals, but you need to show the universe your resilience and strength. Aho. Now is the time for you to move out from the shadows and into the light. There is nothing to be gained from cowering in the shadows at this time. False humility won't get you anywhere. Don't sell yourself short. Don't even try to convince yourself that you don't have what it takes. You really do. The first step now is to think about all those times in your past when you got through big challenges, doing that made you the person you are today. And you have all the resources you need to keep going. Don't be a wallflower. Go first. Transformation is possible now. Be bold and make the first move. Thank you all for watching. Once again, my name is Fedra. I hope you enjoyed this full moon in Taurus. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please press the bell for notifications. Again, I will be doing on the 19th a live stream of the sound healing with my circle at 8:45 p.m. Eastern. On the 20th in the evening, I'll be doing the new moon in Scorpio. And then on the 21st, I will be at Sacred Space in Tampa doing a sound bath. If you're local in Florida, please message me. And if you're also local in Florida, every Sunday I will be at Kavala on Park in Pinellas Park every Sunday, noon to 4. I hope this helped you. I've pinned my Venmo for all donations. If you have any, please donate to the channel. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all on the next moon cycle. Thank you all for watching. See you, Kay.